this is Hardie Plank siding. This is actually good siding. It holds paint very well. Going to give you a good long life. If you had your choice and you wanted to side at home, this is really about as good as it gets. But it does have some issues. So the panels, even though it's made of concrete, it's actually going to shrink up. So you can see this one here is opened up. It's been caulked before and it's still shrunk enough that it's opened up more. We're always going to fill these butt joints and clean them up. Other things that happen is the siding will bang around a little bit, and sometimes you need to add a nail there to hold it down. I've seen homes, worst case scenario, where this stuff is just really lifting off the home. What we need to do is we take a masonry drill bit, drill through it, and hopefully we got something behind there to nail it to. And we'll use a ring shank nail, so I think it's got threads on it like a screw, and it'll hold it together better. Now the bad thing about it is you're going to have a nail head sticking up there, and so it's not going to be perfectly flush. But your choice is to do a nail with a nail head that sits on the surface, or a pan head screw that sits on the surface, because you can't countersink this and fill it. So if you got loose Hardie plank, we're going to have to put a nail or a screw in there to hold it down. Most of the time like this, we wouldn't need to do anything to it, just fill the butt joint. Another thing that happens with Hardie plank here is it actually gets a crack, and this crack developed because it's got a nail up here and it got too close to the edge when they installed it. So it probably wasn't cracked in the beginning, and I can tell you this has no paint on the split, so it came later. But it created a weak spot, and over time, enough heating up and cooling down, it just ended up breaking. So we end up filling those cracks too. It's just the nature of Hardie plank. It's going to get some cracks here and there. You're going to have some butt joints that open up that need to be filled. And as long as it was installed correctly, it's on tight. I have seen homes that we've worked on where they didn't nail it into the studs, and so the whole siding is just kind of out there floating. Sometimes they drop. I know the house across the street has a piece of siding that's actually hanging down, dropped about 3 inches on one end till it hit the roof, or it probably would have just spun right off the house. They obviously didn't get hardly any nails in. I see homes sometimes where they nail it about every 4 feet instead of every stud, and so the whole wall moves back and forth. So if it's installed correctly, it gives you a good long life, and the paint really sticks to it. So I would never expect this paint to peel off. Probably have to let it be neglected for 30 years before we'd see this paint peeling off. So as long as you maintain it every 8, 10, 12 years, freshen up the paint, it's really going to hold paint good. So about as good as you can get for exterior siding.